All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 18. You saw that little sunrise. That was from the front of the shelter. That was our view looking out this morning as we were getting ready to leave, getting all our stuff together. So day 18, we'll finish the Smokies today. I'll put us around mile 242. So going to town, we're going to rest up a little bit, and then hopefully starting tomorrow, we're gonna be pushing a little bit bigger miles, or really just longer days, which will turn into bigger miles. So we won't have to stay in shelters. Our plan is to kind of stay in shelters when it's convenient, when it works out with the hike plan we want to do. I think, we've kind of gotten broken in over the last 242 miles, no big issues. So now we can start hiking a little bit longer days. We haven't had too many days where we've had to hike like 9.5 hours or something, 10 hours. So we want to start pushing maybe 10-hour days, 9 to 10-hour days consistently. And the plan would be to get up, hike a few hours, take a quick 5-10 minute morning break, hike a few more hours, take a nice 30-minute lunch break, hike a few hours, 10-minute afternoon break, and then hike a few more hours into our camping spot. So that's going to be our plan starting tomorrow. Got to check the weather. Might be a kind of a rainy day tomorrow. Then the temperature might drop some. So I don't know, some of that might freeze over, turn to a little bit of snow, who knows. But the plan is 2 days to Franklin, 2 days to Hot Springs. So we have a friend of mine has a house in Hot Springs, offered us a place to sleep Friday night. So that's 2 days from now. So, we'll hit Max Patch tomorrow, and then either stay. There's a shelter not too far past Max Patch, and then that'll set us up for an 18-mile day into Hot Springs. That's what I did last time. It wasn't really a bad 18-miler. I actually got in at a decent hour. And the terrain's not super bad at 18 miles. So we'll either, depending on the weather tomorrow, go that shelter. Or if weather's a little bit better, we're feeling good, got time, we might push a little further, make it a shorter day into Hot Springs. And then we'll go. Then we got a plan from there where our next resupply is going to be after Hot Springs. I hadn't looked at that yet, but we'll look at that now, so we'll know when we get to Hot Springs what we need to resupply for, how many days. So, all right, that's what we got. I think it's 10.5 to get out of the park, or to get to our meeting spot. We'll be out of the park in, I think, a little less than 10 to actually get out of the park. So we got this little down here. Then we got one up left, Mount Camerer. So we got that little up coming up in the next few miles, couple miles. And then after that, it's just straight down for like 3,500 feet all the way out of the Smokies. All right. Yeah, this is ridiculous. We had blowdowns yesterday. This is ridiculous. I mean, you can't even see the trail. This is what we got up here. And these are not new blowdowns. They're old. Some of these are old. So the National Park Service hadn't done shit out here. We actually took the wrong trail because you couldn't, everything, it was just like a minefield. I know we're going to see a lot worse further up. But National Park Service, considering they doubled the price of the permit in the last few years. Just in the last 4 years, they doubled it from $20 to $40. They're definitely not using that money for trail maintenance. I don't know what they're blowing that money on. Maybe we'll find out soon. But this is what we got. Thanks, National Park Service. Appreciate it. All right, we're back on a normal trail. Got through those blowdowns. It was right in Low Gap, right before you climb up to like Mount Cameron. That's where they were real bad. Yeah, this is the worst I've ever seen the Smokies as far as blowdowns. And just trail maintenance. Just looks like crap. And I know we had those storms this weekend and stuff, but, you know, I have yet to see a ridge runner. In fact, in my 2 trips through the Smokies, I know they're out because they leave comments on Far Out, but I've never seen a ridge runner here. I've seen my very first park ranger Sunday sitting in his truck at Newfound Gap. So, you know, I know people that are hiking that didn't even buy permits. They're just winging it because you never see anybody to check them. We bought ours. We made our $80 contribution to the federal government. Hopefully that money will be used wisely, not like it's been being used. So, but anyway, from what I hear, as soon as we start descending, which will be soon, the trail's halfway decent. So, knock on wood, I think we've gone through the worst of the blowdowns in the Smokies. So we'll see. But, you know, we did suffer some, over the last few days, some casualties to the blowdown, some torn clothing, torn packs, a confiscated Dyneema tarp that one of the blowdowns apparently must have grabbed and we didn't realize. So, yeah, so the blowdowns have taken their toll on our gear. So hopefully we can get out of the Smokies without any more damage. All right, well, right now this is what we're looking at. It's just kind of flattish. Get ready to start making that big descent down the I-40. All right. Here we are, climbing down, climbing out of the Smokies. Not too many, couple blowdowns on the way down so far. You see over here. Let's see what we got here. It's in the 60s right now, so it feels nice. Nice and warm. All right, looky here. Looky here. I see a black box. What's that black box? What's that black box say? That black box says you out of the Smokies. All through hikers deposit permits here. Aye, aye, sir. Now let me put the phone down so I can do that. All right, here we are. Get out of the Smokies, you cross the road there at Davenport Gap and go up some steps and up a little hill. Not much of it, not a big hill, but it's a little hill. And we're kind of riding the crest of that hill now. And then it'll go down and take us down by the Pigeon River. And then also to Interstate 40. It'll take you under Interstate 40. And you go up to Green Store something road. And that's where my mother-in-law should be waiting on us. Or if she's not there, by the time we get there, she will be there shortly. I told her 1 o'clock, and it is 11:53. We got a little less than 2 miles, so we'll probably be there maybe a few minutes early. So unless she got there early, we might have to wait a few minutes. But that's okay. It's really warming up today. It is, but my little thermometer says 76, which I think in the sun it is. It's warm today, but I'm not complaining. I'm going to enjoy the warmth because tomorrow night might be kind of cold out here. I don't know. Hopefully not. I don't want cold weather. 40s at night, that's fine. But I prefer to stay in the 40s or better. You know, but it is what it is. All right. So maybe I'll show you more when we get closer to the interstate. All right, here we are walking by the Pigeon River. Walk by this for a little bit, and then it'll bring us out onto the road where we go under I-40. So it's got a nice little walk in the woods until then. Alright, here we are. This is where the AT goes under Interstate 40. There's Interstate 40. That would be Interstate 40 eastbound going that way. So we're gonna get picked up right here in the next probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So we're just hanging out underneath the underneath I-40, the underpass, like true homeless people. We did get some trail magic by a lovely couple from Florida as we were coming up. Came out of the woods and coming up the road here to get to the overpass. They were there with snacks and drinks and stuff, so we stopped, had some, talked to them for a little bit. And now we're just hanging out. There's a chill guy sitting down. And we're gonna meet my mother-in-law here in a few minutes. All right, if I don't do any more recording, that'll be it for day 18. Made it through the Smokies, approximately 242 miles in. Next stop, Hot Springs in a couple days.